money off of the government taxing every motherfucking body for prisoners. See, they make the problems out here in the street, then make you pay the high tax for it and give you the impression that they're protect serve. You get what I'm saying? They're protecting it. That's what you asked for. You wanted ADT, didn't you? You wanted security, didn't you? Okay, well, you got to pay for this shit. And it's a whole bunch of problems out here, and we can't do it alone. You know, we're trying to hire more officers, more cadets, more deputies. We need more probation officers. But then you turn around and say that the prisons turns around and makes worser criminals. The criminal comes out worse than what he did when he went in. But you're calling it rehabilitation now. CDC is not CDCR anymore, for those that didn't know. It's not California Department of Corrections. It's California Department of Corrections and Rehabilitation. Ain't now motherfucker up in there being rehabilitated.
That's why they don't care.
I mean, let these motherfuckers sit up in this cesspool of Hollywood bullshit. I'm being completely honest. If you don't know no shit, you shouldn't be speaking on no shit. What's in these books, this doctrine that they're feeding off to the masses, the public, and to the blind eye motherfuckers? Stay blind. Because they're not working off of books and shit. They're formulating their own schemes and shit, you know, under tables and crafting shit that you ain't never seen before, giving you the impression that it's legal. And I'm talking about on every level. When we say legal, that don't mean criminal. Legal is civil. Legal is probate. Legal is when you go down there and deal with your credit issues. That's a legal matter. You're signing legal documents, policies, procedures. So don't get the wordplay confused. But what I'm saying, though, Sedania, is this. The bottom line is this. You create a problem. You throw some gasoline up in it. You stir it up. You hit it with some wind. It's ignited. It's an inferno. And it's traveling. Right? But guess what? They know the mind frame of each of you. They know what you're restricted to. They know what you will and will not do. So they know how far the flame is really going to go. But in the process of that, they're attacking it, removing anything that looks like it's growing into something that can blow out fires and flames and the cunning snakes and serpents and shit. You get what I'm saying? So, what they do is, so it's burning, it's flaming, it's hot, right? And you're like, put the fire out. Put the fire out. You're the fire department. So you need the police and the fire department, right? Boom. They put out. They lock up the corporate. You know what I'm saying? He go to jail, the arsonist. He gets a charge. All your homes are burned. transform people from what they think that they are. You get what I'm saying? The mind frame. You're not changing the mind frame, putting me in a room full of killers. These niggas want me to be just like them, or they're gonna kill me. Plain and simple. The shit's not, like, no, this ain't no real arithmetic right here. Like, it don't even take a whole bunch of thinking. That's what be killing me about people. Like, you see exactly what goes on. You don't even see the police officers throughout the day unless you're living downtown LA or in certain districts or areas throughout LA, San Bernardino or Lancaster, one of those, but just throughout the city, you don't even see them. You're like, where are the cops? But they pop up, don't lie, I'm not taking nothing away from them. They do pop up and shit, don't get it fucked up. They'll swoop on your motherfucking ass. I'm just saying, you don't even be seeing them. You know why? Because there's multiple cases going on, there's multiple things going on, and there ain't enough of them. But you know why ain't enough of them? You wanna know why? Because they gotta make sure there's enough money going to the top.
Woo!
You wonder why there's always problems with the economy and shit, the
Think that shit,
department
nigga.
and all that shit, why the money's always looking like it's fluctuating in the stock market, NASDAQ and all that shit. You worried about mutual funds and stocks and bonds, and you like, this shit is fucked up, right? Nah, they ain't shit fucked up. Nigga Chase, Morgan Freeman, them motherfuckers is running. Huh. Your money over there ain't it? It says your money is safe, ain't it?
No. It's safe, Morgan Freeman.
Well, I'm just saying, your money's in there, ain't it? They're running a business, ain't they? Right? Motherfuckers is living in this motherfucker, right? And there's grocery stores and shit, right? There's, lights on sidewalks and shit, right? Okay, so you have to make sure that it's like think about this. I'm a leave on this note just because I done went somewhere else and I'm kind of blowed and I'm tired and I need to get on this computer. But I just want to say this. Think about this. You go to somebody to do some upholstery for you or something, right? And they got the sewing machine, right? So it's not like it's somebody that comes over that works for this dude and they got someone that they contract out that comes over, 2 or 3 times a week and sews up whatever is there and he's not gonna be here till next week, right? No, right? This motherfucker has
I'm gonna tell him, put it on there.
right?
When I posted, write it on there, say I noticed that, that's why I had to lay it out.
The whole nine, right? But my point is, he has the sewing machine, right? Which means he dictates the price. You don't get it? He has the sewing machine, dude. He dictates the price. So when you hop on around and call them and say Lexus, or you say, some other car has a very, 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 very similar seat, right? He turns around and tells you, oh, well, let me see it. And he's like, well, I just want it redone the way it is. Well, I like, we got to see what kind of, they go into all that discussion, and or they turn around and hit you with just a higher price. And you're like, well, my friend just got his seats done over there with you 2 weeks ago. And he's like, well, what kind of car do you have? A Toyota. And you're like, well, you got a Lexus. You're like, what does the car matter? You're doing the seats. The Lexus is Toyota. So, you doing the seat. What does it matter what kind of car it is? Don't get me wrong. Yes, the pattern may be different. The seat might be a little bit, okay, true. But what I'm saying to you is this. The car don't matter at that point. The discussion should be about the seat, right? So,
that would be biased, though.
We are all different cars. Different types of cars. You get what I'm saying? If you got the fucking remedy, you're the government and shit. Right? Why the fuck are you taxing us like this? Why are you fucking the public like this? Why do you have public officials running around corrupt, misconduct? They turn around and their excuse and say they ain't making enough money. Nobody's making enough money. Then we ain't living right here. Something's not right here. And everyone just needs to open up their eyes. Something ain't right. And I'm not blaming it on the government. I'm not blaming it on the police. This is deeper than that. This is more or less like your mind frame, the fuck you got going for your principles and morals, the way you view things and shit. So, we have to change ourselves in order to change our condition. If you want to know about what's going on around you, you have to research that shit. You have to read about it. You have to get in tune with it. You know what I'm saying? And really have a will and want for it. You know what I'm saying? Otherwise, you're just waiting on someone else to make an example out of you and tell a story. You get what I'm saying? That's what it all boils down to. It don't matter what I say. Let's say I get off on this case. I get rich. All that shit. I bring up all the police corruption in the world. I got 1,000 recordings of just lies and fraud and all types of shit, right? Guess what? Niggas is gonna go out there and do the same shit tomorrow. And the police is too. And guess what? They gonna keep doing it to you because you don't care to know about nothing. And they already know you don't care to know nothing. You're more concerned about getting the money. It's all about the money.